Structures discovered underneath the Great Pyramids. Woo! This has been all over social media, ladies and gentlemen. And let's be real, a lot of us just ignore it. People be like, oh man, it's just one of them videos and people trying clickbait. All's right here. But there's truth to it. Let's get to it.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Big shout out to Big
Talking
Man
of
Above.
pyramids, dude, this new pyramid shit that's just come out.
Oh, this is insane. Yeah, I was going to send this to you as well, Jamie. I'll send you one of the most comprehensive breakdowns of it on X because it's quite stunning. So apparently, through the use of LiDAR, they have discovered that there are enormous structures underneath the Great Pyramid that go kilometers deep into the earth with coils. So enormous...
Kilometer. How long is a kilometer? How long is a kilometer? So a kilometer is almost 1,100 yards. A mile is longer than a kilometer. 1 mile is approximately 1,600 kilometers. So it's about half a mile and a little bit more, okay?
Pillars, and then these coils. They don't understand what it is because they're just looking at LiDAR images, but whatever this is a uniform structure. There's several pillars, and all of this is like very, very, very weird.
Yeah, it's 600 meters descending down those cylinders, and then there's more stuff below it, and then there's additional structures inside of it. Yeah, that was crazy.
It's really crazy. There's a guy, Jay Anderson, and he did a breakdown of it. Maybe this would be good. We could play this. It makes a little more sense when someone's explaining it to you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we need somebody that's an expert here, not me and you.
Zawi Hawass, by the way, has said it's nonsense. So I don't know.
Already?
Yes. According to Graham Hancock. This is the wonderful thing about having Graham
I texted Graham yesterday. I was like, yo, what's going on with this?
Yeah, so click on that and go full screen, please.
How significant of a discovery this is.
Dun, dun, dun. I love the music. And geometry, so you know it's real.
You got to appreciate
A reactor, which is me reacting to a podcast reactor reacting to another video. Look at the times we live in.
dramatic intro.
Project Unity.
What has just been announced in relation to the pyramids at the Giza Plateau and the plateau itself is so incredible, so awe-inspiring and narrative-shattering that I have been sitting here for the last hour trying to wrap my head around the implications of what we were just told. So this is pretty much breaking news because the new findings were announced on the 16th of March at a press conference held by the team who were studying the Great Pyramid of Giza with a non-invasive technology that was first developed by Filippo Bionde and Corrado Malanga called synthetic aperture radar Doppler tomography.
Fuck, that's a...
What? Ooh. Synthetic aperture radar Doppler tomography.
It's a
This was
mouthful.
used to explore the internal
Chiropractor
structure
talk.
of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And this method leverages the analysis of micro movements typically generated by background seismic activity to achieve a high-resolution, full 3D tomographic imagery of the pyramid's interior and subsurface components. The recent findings from deploying this technology are nothing short of mind-blowing, because what's been discovered is that there are huge structures coming down from the base of the pyramid deep into the bedrock, in fact over 600 meters deep, which then connects to structures that extend up to 2 kilometers below the surface of the ground. 2 kilometers. Massive internal structures connected to the base
It's 2 kilometers. So that's about a mile, y'all. That's
of the pyramid and extending deep, deep down. This is what we know so far.
What does your friend think about it?
Which friend?
The one that you said it's bullshit.
Oh, that's not my friend. That's Zawi Hawass.
Okay.
Zawi Hawass is the head of antiquities in Egypt.
Bro,
He's like the head guy that talks to the archaeologists and gives the official narrative. In the past, he's been extremely hostile to Graham Hancock, but Graham Hancock and him have now become friends.
Oh yes, I
And
do
they're
know this guy.
Coordinating. Graham is a lovely guy. People that like are enemies with him just need to get to know him and hang out with him. He's a genuine, real human being who's trying to find the truth.
so let's break it down, y'all. Let's break this down here, bro. 'Cause I got the video. That video.
I am
Cause this is the video we're supposed to react to. But this is the one.
I am struggling to express in words the ranking of the rhythmic activity from spindle of the pyramid deep into the bedrock. In fact, over 6.
What do y'all think this is, bro? If this is true,
100 meters deep, which then connects to structures that extend up to 2 kilometers
with coils on it, bro.
below the surface of the ground. 2 kilometers. Massive internal structures connected to the base of the pyramid and extending deep, deep down. This is what we know so far. Utilizing high-resolution radar images from Capella Space and Umbra, which are 2 private companies that specialize in satellite-based synthetic aperture radar.
I like that, bro. This is what I feel. I feel like they were a really advanced civilization, but y'all know how we are intelligent in our way. It's hard for us as humans to realize that there is a past civilization that advanced in a different way of living than we went. They went left side and they got advanced in that side, but we went to the right side and got advanced on this side. You know what I'm talking about? Let's say, like, just for instance example, let's say they probably use, magnet power or whatever you want to say, right? Or they understood elements more than us. We went to a different path in life. It's just hard for us sometimes to feel like, okay, because we so used to be like, okay, if it's the past, that means it's below us.
Eflux donated $2.
Like the past means like we're smarter than them. But what if not, bro? You feel me? So we looking at our house structure, we see houses, we got, television. What if they went to like a whole different realm, dog? And it's mind blowing, bro. There you go. They could have been smarter. There's nothing new underneath the sun, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing new. And that's why I cannot believe that humans built the pyramids, bro. I just can't. Flux here, bro. How long you think it took them to be? I don't know, bro. Check Discord. I sent you correct video, fam. That one react to, so you can pay the bills. Man, this is
radar imaging. This has allowed researchers to create a 3D model of the internal structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Now, this model has revealed a previously unknown chamber with 5 horizontal levels and a sloping roof, which in of itself is an architectural design unlike any previously documented in the Giza Pyramid. But the most shocking discovery lies beneath the surface, below ground level, radar tomography has identified vertical cylindrical structures extending for hundreds of meters beneath the pyramid. There are 8 of these cylindrical wells arranged in 2 parallel rows, descending to an astonishing depth of 648 meters. Even more intriguing, at the base of these structures are 2 massive cubic formations measuring approximately 80 meters in diameter. The tomographic data suggests that these are vertical wells with intricate spiral pathways. Now, this design not only implies a functional purpose, but also a level of sophisticated engineering that completely blows the dynastic Egyptian model out of the water. I mean, the pyramid itself was already a massive red flag in the ancient Egyptian historical narrative. But now, with this discovery, I think it's become impossible to say that the Egyptian civilizations that we understand, that we've been taught about,
Demi Jimbo
were
donated
responsible for building these
$2.
structures.
Cash react to feeling by flight.
Bro, we on some educational shit. You tell me to react to flight rap videos, bro?
And it doesn't even end there. The radar analysis extends beneath the entire Giza plateau, revealing interconnected structures beneath not only the Great Pyramid of Giza, but also those of Khufu and Menkaure. The subsurface network reaches down to a staggering depth of approximately 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers. This is not possible, given the standard historical and archaeological narrative given to us
Bro,
about
that's a mile, ladies and gentlemen. A mile. They had to build the structures and dig all the way down there. A mile.
ancient Egypt. Now, I'm hearing that there is more to come. There is a 4-hour presentation that's going to be released by the research team. This is what I'm hearing. That's going to go into every detail of their findings. This has essentially been a strategic release of incredible data ahead of time to get people interested. And I am more interested in this than basically anything else right now, because this is by far the most provocative piece of evidence for not only a potential technological explanation for the purpose of the Giza complex, but it also provides the most extraordinary evidence for a pre-flood era civilization that was flourishing in a way that we can scarcely comprehend. It's also possible that this spiraling cylindrical series of structures are staircases, and I can't help but think of the channeled writings of Thoth the Atlantean, you know, the Emerald Tablets, speaking of a lost hall of records, a sacred hall of knowledge below the Giza Plateau, the halls of Amenti. Could this be the lost hall of records from the pre-flood era? Now, obviously, this discovery is extremely controversial. It runs as a complete contradiction of the established narratives and status quo in mainstream academia on these issues. This will cause big waves throughout the academic and the wider world if they can fully evidence these findings, but the results so far seem pretty clear. There is obviously significant structural engineering taking place deep below the pyramids and the Giza Plateau in general. Has this changed your mind on the pyramids? Has this strengthened your position on what they might have been? Has this new discovery given you any new ideas about what the implications are? Let me know in the comment section below, and honestly, everyone, share this far and wide. This is such interesting stuff. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll just have to see where this goes, because rest assured, I'll be keeping a very close eye on any coming announcements and updates on this issue. This plays directly into one of my main interests, which is, of course, prehistorical civilizational implications. What was going on before the global cataclysm?
Bro, do y'all feel like humans did this, bro? Bro, it was already, we used to be like, okay, the humans with the pyramid, bro. Like I you know, I talked to Jimmy in person. I got it on video of Mr. Beast. I said, bro, I do not believe that the humans built the pyramids. And Jimmy's like, bro, they did. I went there. I got it on video when that video released. Bro.
Cade in here donated $2. You got any life advice for a 20-year-old? Would appreciate it, and I just gifted a sub for someone. Love you, UNC.
Yeah, give me a second, fam.
Eflux donated $2. If you don't at least believe this a little, your brain ain't fully developed. I'm just saying. A lot of y'all in chat say in cap. That just shows you haven't opened your mind to the possibility.
Open mind to the possibilities before it was facts. Facts, bro. Yeah, the Nephilim. It's mind blowing.
Well, I think moments like this could shed light on that question. What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive, bro. I know we can't fathom those type of humans, bro. I don't know, bro. And the crazy thing is, bro, you know the fact that so now we got basically had to use sonar to realize this. I don't know what type of government is stopping people from or us or other countries to go down there and just dig, bro. I don't know why, but ain't that kind of strange to y'all? Like, are they trying to preserve history, just to preserve it, or are they hiding something? Like, let's just do it. They're scared of the truth. That's why I say too, bro. I'm very scared of the truth, dog. All I'm saying is, bro, bro, even myself, dog, sometimes, bro, I become rational, irrational. I'll be like, bro, let me get some facts or whatever it is, bro. But, dog, the Bible never contradicts itself, dog. Anything we going through in life, bro, you can go in the Bible, bro, and there's some type of storyline to it. It's amazing, bro. And it's been passed down all through these generations, bro, and it's amazing. It is amazing, bro. But we go read 48 Laws of Power. We go try to find all these types of answers in life, but all we have to do is just read this one book, but we refuse to because of our ego. Crazy.